AirAsia Group announced that it will resume domestic flights starting April 29th, just over a month to the day when it announced that it was grounding its fleet as COVID-19 decimated the aviation industry. This will be followed by Thailand and the Philippines on May 1st, India on May 4th, and Indonesia on May 7th. All of this is subject to regulatory approval. The LCC says the resumption of services will initially be for key selected domestic routes before gradually opening up to include international destinations once the situation improves and governments ease travel restrictions. Group President Bo Lingham says the group has thoroughly reviewed its guest handling procedures both on ground and on board and has also been working closely with the airport authorities to ensure all the relevant precautionary measures are in place. Meanwhile, Senior Minister Datuk Sri Mohamad Azmin Ali says merging ailing national carrier Malaysia Airlines with AirAsia was one option to save them amid the COVID-19 crisis, Reuters reports. Azmin said that discussions on the matter are set to continue soon and that a possible merger between the two airlines had been considered even before the pandemic. Malaysia today recorded 69 new COVID-19 infections, the lowest daily figure after a month of the movement control order. Prior to this, the lowest number of new infections had been 85 cases on April 15th. Health DG Dato Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah said in a statement that the number of daily recoveries had also exceeded the number of daily infections for the ninth time with 201 cured cases. This brings the total recoveries in Malaysia to 2,967 or 56.5% of the country's total of 5,251 cases. Meanwhile, there were 2 more fatalities today, bringing the death toll to 86 or 1.6% of overall cases. Bursa Malaysia has confirmed the appointment of Sri Abdul Wahid Omar as its new chairman effective May 1st. This confirms an earlier report by The Age, which said that the ex-PNB chairman was set to replace Datuk Shireen and Zahara Muhyiddin, who had been asked to step down over governance issues. In a statement, Bursa had announced the retirement of both Shireen and independent non-executive director Datuk Mariam Prudence Yusof on April 30th. The board thanked both of them for their contributions. Wahid also thanked the Finance Minister and the Prime Minister for their trust and confidence in him for this role and says he looks forward to guiding the exchange operator in its evolution. Prior to this, Wahid had served as PNB's group chairman from August 2016 to 2018, following a stint in the PM's department. Before that, he had served as the president and CEO of Maybank. Investment Research has upgraded its call on Bursa Malaysia to a buy as the research firm expects the exchange to register strong earnings for the first quarter of FY20. Research is expecting net profit to clock in at 67 million ringgit for the quarter, boosted by higher securities and derivatives trading revenue. The research house also revised up its fair value on the BOS from 605 to 640. Analyst Kevin Ong says the higher volatility in the near term will be a positive for the trading revenue of Bursa's securities and derivatives market. Daily average trading value for equities rose to 2.5 billion ringgit in the first quarter of 2020 compared with 1.8 billion ringgit in the fourth quarter of 2019, while market velocity grew to 39% in the first quarter of 2020 from 26% in the fourth quarter of 2019. Average total contracts traded for derivatives jumped 35.7% quarter-on-quarter to 85,578 in the first quarter of 2020 on the back of higher average daily contracts traded for FCPO and FKLI. Operating expenses are also expected to improve following the group's internal management restructuring effective January 1st, while recent amendments to the Global Services Agreement will result in cost savings for the group. Also, given its average dividend payout of 92.6% over the past 5 years, Ong says this will help to cushion any downside risk on its share price. Petronas says its priority amid the COVID-19 pandemic and oil price crash is to drive operational efficiencies and commercial excellence while maintaining fiscal discipline. The national oil firm says it will strengthen its mitigation strategies so as to cushion the short, medium, and long-term impact on its business. This includes ensuring the well-being of its employees as well as a safe and optimal operation of its businesses across the value chain. Besides monitoring the markets in which it operates, Petronas is also adhering to the guidelines set by local authorities and have implemented a special working arrangement on March 13 for all its employees who can work from home.